So, something I observed, which I want to share with you guys. Uh, it was something that happened while I was on the road trip with the Peugeot 505 ST. So it was the day I was coming back to from Enugu to Abuja, which was 4th October 2025. So from Lokoja to Abuja, that time, I've forgotten the time, was it 2 p.m. or thereabout or 1 p.m.? So at that time was the time where cars, people that are coming from Lagos have gotten to Lokoja, because if we are coming from the eastern part of Nigeria and the western part of Nigeria, all of us will meet at Lokoja and then enter Abuja from one single road. So from there, so as I was coming, those cars, most people go to Lagos to buy cars. So I now observe most of the cars purchased from Lagos. Let me pick this car. So as those cars were, as we are passing, most of them, of course, they were speeding like hell. But the most important part of it, of what I observed, was the kind of speed some of them we are doing. Not all, don't get me wrong, some of them. Those who know the Kaduna, no, not Kaduna, Lokoja Abuja highway, understand that when you are coming from Lokoja to Abuja, that road, I don't know how to describe it. It's like this, you very dangerous to speed on. Not all part of them, but the funny thing is, you even know when you get to it. You might look from very far, straight road, and the first few kilometers, maybe first 1 kilometer in your front is smooth. Then you start speeding. Before you know it, boom, you're already in it, and it's enough to throw your vehicle off the road. So, but I know, of course, people who are already used to that road will know the spots where those things are. But it's not even about that, because even when we get to those spots, you see those guys who are bringing Tokumbo car, the way they speed on that thing and climb those things. So, there was this 307, T6 307, funny use. You see, has those funny number plates on them. So he came, of course, overtook my vehicle, and got a checkpoint and stuff like that. So, but the way he moves, even on those places, but from the tail of the exhaust, the tail of the car, I looked at the exhaust, I could tell it was a 2.0 liter engine. So, that was most likely EW10A. I can tell you, with that bad road condition, whoever that was on that steering was pushing the car at least minimum 180 kilometers per hour. You see what I'm saying now? People will not understand. Those who understand what I'm saying is that those who actually know that road condition. I'm not talking about normal express or highway that is smooth. I'm telling you, this guy was pushing this car. I'm telling you, come on. I don't think you can understand when I say, I know when a vehicle is doing at least minimum of 180 kilometers per hour. That was what whoever that was behind the wheel was pushing this car. It's not about, oh, you are so good with driving or anything. You need to know the condition of this. So this guy was pushing, because I know how it will be if it was your vehicle. You will make that. It's not even about damaging the car. It's even your own life. I mean, I don't get them. Then this car, they loaded it. I don't know. It was hatchback. So you could see from the rear window, they loaded it with carton of, I don't know whether it was like a sachet tomato or something. It was all these small cartons. They loaded it up to the brim. I was wondering how they were able to close that rear window. up to the brim. The tail of that car was almost close to the ground. The weight of those cartons of whatever that were inside those cartons pushed the tail of that car almost to the ground. This guy still was pushing. Likewise, there's another RAV4, Toyota RAV4, not that old model, a little bit recent model. That one wasn't pushing as hard as the 307, but you know, like I said, if you understand that road, you know what I'm talking about. Come on, RAV4 is what do you call it, CUV? It's not a well-stable vehicle on high speed. What I mean, I'm not saying. I'm saying these are not cars you can speed with in that kind of road condition. And it was also a funny used car. They were most like, I don't know where. Maybe they are even going beyond Abuja. It could be that when they even get to Abuja, they will continue to Kaduna, to Katsina, to I don't know. Maybe Jos. So maybe they still have that. Probably you could say that was why they are speeding. But now let me explain why I'm making this video. I don't care about what they are doing on those. If they want to kill themselves, fine. My only concern is people that actually, let's assume that these are not dealers that are moving vehicles from Lagos to their car stand in Abuja. Car that they just purchased or they imported. Let's assume these are people who went to Lagos, purchase cars, and then make arrangement for someone to deliver the vehicle to them in Abuja. There is no how. Let's assume that 307, T6 307 hatchback. There is no how the person that purchased that car will allow that thing they packed in the boot or inside the car, because most likely it was beyond the boot. The only reason why I even saw, because it's hatchback, so you could see the rear window. So it was filled up. You see this mirror, center mirror, there's no how you can see through it. So meaning that even inside the vehicle, maybe on the back seat, they'll fill it up with whatever. That's not how you will allow that kind of thing in your own vehicle for that kind of distance. So most likely it was the driver. I don't know for sure. It's possible that the owner is aware or gave the consent or even owns those things. I don't know. But it's, most times, that's what most of these drivers do. People that go to deliver cars for people. They will use it to do other businesses. Oh, give me this thing. I'll carry the load. The person will not know. Before he gets to the destination or the person's address, he will remove all those things. Likewise, some people, even though you tell them, which I personally have also, it has happened to me. That's what I mean. I purchase vehicle for people and get maybe 1 or 2 mechanics, go and deliver this car to the owner, to Lagos, to Enugu, to whatever, name it, any place you can call. I've delivered a lot of cars to people. The cars are purchased for people here in Abuja. Even after telling them, only for you to, from the look of things, after days, weeks later, they've done those deliveries. They will be talking. They will now mention, oh, remember that day I was delivering that car? I took passengers. They will go on the road and pick passengers on the road and fill up the vehicle with those passengers, which might be against the owner of the vehicle's wish or even instruction. Don't do this. Which I always tell them, please do not do this. And that has made me to stop doing that. If I buy a car for you, either you come and pick your vehicle by yourself or you make that arrangement by yourself. I won't have any business with delivering the vehicle. Otherwise, find somebody else to search and buy the car for you. I will not get involved. Reason why I'm saying that, somebody did the same thing. What I had, the person didn't tell me directly, but people around him were saying somebody sent him to go and buy a vehicle for him, or maybe it wasn't even the person that purchased the car, but he was asked to deliver a car from Abuja to somebody, no, from Lagos to someone in Abuja. As usual, he went and picked passengers on the road so that they will pay. It's whatever money the person must have paid him for fueling, he will now use the money he collected from the passengers to fuel the vehicle and save the other one. Guess what? He didn't know he took armed robbers, picked them up on the road. Immediately they enter this, once you enter inside the real highways, you could drive for hours. You won't even see a single soul aside vehicles maybe passing you or you are going the other way. They stopped him, they pulled that gun, hey, drop. They stole the vehicle. They stole the car. Why will you tell the owner of the vehicle that somebody sent you to go and then you took an armed robber? Because, guys, if you can afford it, let me put it in a simple way. If you buy a vehicle outside your locality or something, go and drive that car yourself. Go and have it. Make sure the papers are okay. Whatever that will cause disturbance on the road, get it right. Go and pick that vehicle and drive it to you. Even if you are doing 40 kilometers per hour, better for you. Because even the damage, the extent of damage that there's no how that 307 will get to, let's assume it's Abuja. The way he drove on that, forget about how he drove from Lagos to Abuja. I didn't even know the condition of those roads now. It's been long I drove on that road. But Lokoja to Abuja, what he did, there's no how, it's not even about the suspension. Even the way he was speeding, and which obviously those tires will not be new. I don't know for a fact, but it's a used vehicle. I don't expect a falling used car to be sold with a brand new tire. At least all of them. What of the engine? The belts, probably they are already weak. The timing belt, the auxiliary belt, and you are mashing it to the floor, pushing, because to do 180 kilometers per hour on a 2.0 liter EW10 engine, I know how the RPM will not get over 5,000, close to 6,000 RPM. So in other words, it could wreck the engine in the process. So all those damage they are causing on your vehicle, why don't you prevent it? Okay, maybe the risk involved, you understand that I may not also want to risk it, depending. Look for more money, get all those trucks. I don't know what they call them, those things that you can do, that carry vehicles, all those long trucks. I don't know if it takes extra 2, 3, or 5, even 500,000 naira from what you pay those people to go and drive your car to your destination. If you add 2, 3, 4, 500,000 naira for that vehicle to be moved to your place without being driven on the road, I think it's better for you. It doesn't mean that one doesn't come with its own risk. That moves of transportation or moving your car, it comes, because it doesn't mean those two can't have accident and the entire vehicle on the bed or whatever they call this thing could wreck. There is a risk worth taking. You know how many people that are in trying to deliver a vehicle, the car got an accident, even the driver, everybody died inside the car. The driver may survive and run away. That's the end of your vehicle. Or the ones that, like I say, they always want to do that. Once the car is empty, they will want to pick passenger. It doesn't matter. They will swear they will not do that, but once they step out, that's the first thing they will do. They are calculating how much. Oh, they carry 3 people. They may charge them 40,000 or whoever know how much. So they are already calculating they will make about 100,000 naira gain from carrying those passengers, putting your vehicle at risk, even their own self. So that's why, honestly, it's something I was like, come on. It's not as if when you come to speed, those guys will not even see my back. I'm not talking about with the 505. If it was on Abuja Road, is it with your 307? What are you? That's what I'm saying. When you get to a road for speed, then you can risk it. This is not the place. People think that because you are doing a long distance journey, that what it means is you cable it 200 kilometers per hour. That's stupidity. Anyways, I'm giving this advice for people who don't know, because not everybody have this knowledge or experience when it comes to highway drive, things we see on the road. So I'm telling you, if this is what people do onto your vehicles when you go buy cars and have them ask someone to be deliver a car, not all, but most times this one will end up with your car, you know. So don't think I will ever the idea of I would rather, even if I spend 3 days on the road, I would rather do that than unless somebody else drive my car again. I made that mistake once. No, how many times? I think 2 times. The last one, it was obvious that I was scammed. The person used that opportunity. I'm talking about my 505, the one I traveled with. When it was delivered for me from Lagos, it was obvious that the person that delivered it. I don't want, anyway, let me not go into detail, but from things that happened, put 1 or 2 things together, you know. I won't make that mistake again. I'm not talking, it just, I would rather go there, drive the car myself. Or I use the second option, have the vehicle, put it into a truck, bring it. I'll look for the money. Even if the car will stay there until I get the money, fine. The money I spent for that car to be delivered to me in Abuja probably would have been enough to have put it into the truck, because excuses, almost at every checkpoint, kept giving me excuses. I kept blowing money till the vehicle was delivered to me. I was like, come on. But you know, this kind of thing, it does not going back. I mean, you're already hooked. So the person will just keep milking you, milking you until. So I won't make that mistake again. And I advise you, don't do that. If you can, go and bring the vehicle by yourself or have somebody. There are people that you can trust actually that maybe they are not the speed type. Yeah, not everybody like that kind of, driving like madman on road that it's not good for speed. I know that. But even when you ask them, please do not pick people on the road. Only you that are authorized to be in that car. Do not carry anybody. Don't talk your own finish. Until something will not happen to the car. He might not tell you the truth. He might tell you, he stopped over to ease himself. That mobbers now came and stole the vehicle. Now, he won't want to tell because you warned him, do not do this. Some of those people you see are along the highway waving cars as if their car is stranded, or they need a use private car, for not use, as in they are waiting for somebody private car that will carry them so that they will pay less or whatever instead of public transport. Some of them their target is they look for cars they know they can steal. They might be think that it's only one person. They operate like that. About 2 or 3 will jump into your car as if they are passengers carrying bags that are probably filled up with guns or something. And you may carry, even if they don't have intention to steal your car. You don't know what they have inside their bags on them. Only for you to get a checkpoint, they say, all of you come down, we start searching. And now maybe they'll find a gun or find something, or a hard drug, or something that will prepare. Once they find out, all of you, including you, the vehicle, everything will be bounded to the station. Now the owner of the car will be waiting, where is my car? Not knowing that the driver have gone and created problem. So honestly, I'm telling you things that happen. Some people will keep giving excuses until you lose your vehicle in the process. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.